Hey, welcome to episode 4 of Two Grumpy 20-somethings. I'm Forbes London with Michael Langerbeer.
Hello!
Last episode, we looked at social networks and the tediousness surrounding them. This week I'd like to take a look at more of the real world, I think. That scary thing called commuting, I think.
Right, commuting.
It seems like a weird subject.
Yeah.
You're going to have to sort of bear with me with this one.
Okay. Right.
I've taken years of pounding the pavement of Plymouth.
Right.
And one thing I've noticed is there's a lot of people about. There's a lot of people, isn't there? In the town centre of Plymouth, the surrounding areas. Wherever you walk, there's a person.
Yeah. On a busy day, I avoid it.
I don't really like it.
I avoid town centre on a busy day.
You avoid the town centre on a busy day?
Yeah, God. I can't stand it.
To have such luxuries.
If I'm in town, it has to be for a reason. If I have to buy something, simply taking the kids something to eat, that's what I'm in and out. Just in and out. That's all I need. I got what I need, out again. What I don't need is to barge past thousands of people all jamming into one space. Don't like it. I avoid it like the plague.
Now, the picture I've got in my head of your scenario,
Right.
picture, if you will, in my mind, I'm seeing Assassin's Creed. I'm seeing you as maybe like Altair, your hood up, and you sort of, as he does,
Gently pushing
past people. You've got the beggars running up to you, asking for coin. You can't do anything to those people. You can't push them over because, in this case, the police will come for you. That's not actually true, strictly speaking, because unlike Assassin's Creed, where the authority will chase you down to find out why you were so mean to said beggar, in Plymouth, and I should imagine other cities, you don't actually have a police presence in town anyway, so shouldn't really worry about it too much. Not an advocate for pushing beggars over or anything like that, but if that was your preference, you would get away with it.
When you say beggars, do you mean the ones that goes, "Here, mate, got any spare coins?"
They don't even say it as politely as that.
Yeah.
Have you got 20p, mate?
Yeah.
I just need to ring my mum.
But if you have got spare change or not, give it to them. They're okay, but you offer them a fag, their face lights up.
Oh, I hate that one.
Oh,
I cannot stand that one. I cannot stand when I don't smoke anymore. When I did, cracking open your pack of 20 Richmond Super Kings, and before you've even put the fucker in your mouth, you'll have someone coming up to you, and they'll be like, "I don't suppose you've got a spare cigarette, have you, mate?" And you're like, "No, because I haven't got a spare one because there's 20 in this pack, and I bought 20."
Not even 20 anymore.
No, it's 19 now, isn't it? 19 Chesterfield Super Kings. I think they're doing you a favour by cutting one out of the pack. It's not doing me a favour, or my wallet for that. But I digress. I buy 20 cigarettes. All 20 of those are for me.
Yeah.
They're not for anyone else.
No.
They're for me. I might share one with somebody that I like. The list is few. If you're one of the lucky few over the years, congratulations to you. You actually legitimately got a prize from me at some point.
Well, I'm a smoker. I've been smoking for a while. I've always bought fags. Even when I wasn't smoking, I was buying fags, nights out, just to, just have a few drink, really. Just ease the tension. It makes you feel a bit more relaxed when you smoke when you're out. But I don't know, is cigarettes harder to come by nowadays? Because if you remember, we went on a night out. Forcefully, dragged to Oceana.
Oh, that was a birthday night out, wasn't it?
That was, yeah. Your birthday, I believe.
Yes, it was. Sobering experience, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was fun.
I think I know the story of this, yeah.
Yeah, we, obviously, it's full of youngsters. It's the only time we actually felt old.
Yeah.
We went to the smoking area, having the usual cigarettes, and I had this little chap tap me on the shoulder. "Have you got a spare fag?" Timid voice, I was like, "Yeah, of course you have." Like, "There you go." Just handed it to him, and he was like, "Thanks." And him and his group of friends were quite close to me.
In earshot,
As he turned around, "I got a cigarette," and the others went, "Really? Is it hard to come by?" Were they 15? Was we in the wrong place?
Quite possibly, yeah. Led down the garden path with that one.
I mean, I don't even know the smoking age at the moment. I just know that I can buy them.
Well,
Is it so 18?
it stops
17?
becoming a perk, doesn't it? After a certain amount of time, when you sort of reach 17 or 18, whatever you can buy cigarettes at now, you think, oh great, this is level up that I've unlocked here. Lottery tickets, cigarettes, all those things. And in actual fact, once you hit 28, 29, it's old hat, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is actually
it.
a con.
It's part of your groceries.
It is.
You know?
It is.
Bag of carrots, cigarettes.
Yeah.
Milk.
In the 50s, good for you.
Yes, well, a lot of things was good for you back in the 50s.
Yeah. Not so much the fashion. I think, moving back to the episode topic of commuting.
Right.
Now, as I said, I spend a lot of time commuting, pounding the pavement. I drive,
Right.
but I walk to work and walk back again. Primarily, this is because I like to keep in a relatively good shape. I know if I drove into work every day and back out again, it would cost me £5 per day to park up in the TRS car park. But also, I like to eat a lot of junk during the day. For lunch, snack, whatever.
Even you hit the energy drinks pretty hard as well, don't you?
No calorie, no sugar though. So that's why I'm still alive.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's good for you.
All right. Nutritionist Michael Langford here. Throwing his 2 cents in, ladies.
So what we're saying? We're saying this episode was about people?
About people.
Annoying people?
Yeah, people. Commuting with people.
Yeah.
People existing in the same universe as us.
You know me, I'm into cars. I've always kind of wanted to drive, but I don't feel like driving. You know, I enjoy walking. I've got legs, they work. I like walking everywhere. I walk to and from work all the time, every day. But yeah, as far as people go, when they get in my way, I agree with you. I hate it. I mean, I always make the effort to move out of people's way.
Oh, it's common courtesy, isn't it?
I'm polite like that. I like to try to grab hold of the last breed of gentleman. Never a gentleman. But you know, I just like to make the effort for other people. What I don't like is the fact that they don't have the abilities to say thank you.
What, as you move out of the way for them to walk past?
Yeah, you're making the effort, and they can't even do that.
Right, yeah.
You know?
That is quite annoying. I think what is extremely annoying is that situation even occurs in the first place. I don't actually like anyone being anywhere near me when I'm walking. I would like to have a sphere around me where no one else can enter in that. So what I will usually do when I'm walking in town, my common practice is, you know, the paving slabs, square paving slabs, I will pick a line and walk it. That is my line. Don't walk in my line. You'd be surprised if you lived and died by that, you'd be dead a long time ago, because people seem to home in on other people. I find that people love the comfort of other people walking in the street. I'm the opposite of this. I don't like it. I like walking in a street where there's no one there. So you can imagine my disdain when Drake Circus was built, because I like the old one where there's no bugger around. Going up the escalators by myself. Nowadays, there's hundreds of people just constantly walking towards me, walking past me, you know, brushing past me, and it annoys the hell out of me. And nothing annoys me more than if I'm walking on the street and I'm walking as close to the curb as possible, but then some bugger still homes in.
Yeah.
Walking towards me. It's like, what am I going to do now? Walk in the road? What am I going to do? You've got all the pavement. I've let you have the whole pavement. It's okay. Don't thank me for it. It's okay. But also don't walk towards me. Don't, like I am some sort of charity worker. You're thanking me for this opportunity to walk the pavement by yourself. That's okay. It's in my nature. I'm not doing it as a favour for you. It's because I don't want to walk anywhere near you, if anything. Is the problem with that. And I don't like it. I don't like people sharing the same bit of pavement as me. Sometimes it's unavoidable.
Yeah.
Sometimes people will be in literally every space in the town centre that I can't pick a line of squares and walk with it. These are times that I don't like being in town at all. You often won't see me there. If you don't want to spot me in town or bump into me, pick a day that's really busy, because you can guarantee 90% of the time I will not be there.
Same, exactly the same. This is also why I listen to music when I'm walking around. I don't like to be bothered. if I'm out, I'm doing something, so just leave me alone, you know?
That has its own pitfalls, do you not think? Are you not one of these people where if you're listening to music, you've got it quite loud, and a cyclist comes past you, you jolt a little bit, you're like, fucking hell.
No.
Comes at you like a northern bullet, and you're like, what the fuck? I do. I'm really jumpy with that sort of thing. Yeah. Also because I zone out a little bit, and I get sort of tunnel vision. My peripheral vision sort of cut off a little bit. I'm always a little bit sceptical whether somebody I know could be like saying, Forbes! Forbes! And then the next time I see them, be like, you miserable cunt.
I get that all the time. I was shouting you the other day. Again, I listen to music. I really don't know who's shouting for me. It blocks out any noise around me.
Yeah, I mean, the worst part is when I do it and I haven't got my iPod on, but that's all right. Get over it. My walk back from work is most annoying because the walkways are actually more narrow than the town centre, walking up Exeter Street towards the area that I live in. I find there is a phenomenon which I like to call rape walk. Right? Bear with me with this. There is a phenomenon that happens more often than I like to mention, really, that when I'm walking back from work, it's a narrow path, and there is a woman, say, walking in front of me. She's walking quite slow, and I'm actually quite a quick walker to burn the calories off. And the woman will be walking slow, but she's taking up enough of the pavement that I can't get past her on the left nor the right. So I'm speeding up, and I'm actually quite quick behind her. But what she's doing is I can see she's looking sort of just behind her slightly and getting unnerved and thinking, who's this? Who's this walking over? Don't fucking flatter yourself. I'm not here to drag you into a fucking bush and rape you or something. One, you're fucking ugly, and two, I want to get past you. So get out of the fucking way. You realise I'm there. Get out of the way. It irritates the shit out of me, and women just understandably need to be cautious because something like that could happen in Devonport, maybe, but along Exeter Street, busy road, it's not going to happen. No. What are you going to do? Drag you into the car park or something? I'm not desperate for a start. I don't care. I want to get home. I'm walking fast. I want to get home. I haven't got time for any of that funny business anyway. I want to get home. I've got to get my tea on. All right. Hungry by that point. Worked up a hunger, not for sex. All right. So rape walk, that one's called.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. It's happened to me a few times. They get a bit wary of you, don't they?
They do.
Like, what's he doing? Oh,
get all skittish.
Speeding up. I'll tell you what. If I slow down and walk behind them, I'll be even more suspicious. Wouldn't it? No, I'm trying to get past.
I hate that. It's pacing issues. Yeah. It's like, do I walk? I've already committed now because I didn't realise you were on the same path as me, walking the same way. And then you're like, I could back up, or I could speed up to try and get past you. 9 times out of 10, what I'll do is I would just stop and just browse Facebook for a couple of minutes. And then hopefully they're not on the same path as me. It doesn't usually work because I usually catch the bugger up halfway up the hill again. So that's one thing that really annoys me. Another one is couples that walk holding hands. And you just want to get past them. And they all loved up and shit, walking up the street.
Taking most of the pavement up.
Whispering sweet nothings to each other. And I was like, fuck off. Just get out of the way. Because I don't want your stupid, sugary love hearts pounding my face as they're coming over you. And they're radiating from you. Fuck off. Just let me past. And carry on what you've got to do, your public display of affection. At another point when I'm past you and it hasn't rotted my teeth out of my head of the sugary goodness of you. Sick of it. So yeah, that's another one that annoys the hell out of me. It seems that paths are my main bugbear this week.
Yeah. I mean, I always used to get the bus, school and whatnot. I never get the bus anymore. Hate them. Hate the bus. Yeah. It's when they plop themselves next to you and you think there's plenty more seats. Good about this one.
That's annoying, isn't it? How annoying is that?
Yeah.
I thought I was the only person that suffered from that because I thought the old men and stuff like fancied me or some shit. So I just want to sit next to me or something. I saw quite a few of the 2004 Forbes London calendar to the older clientele. Some people still got it.
Yeah, it's the reason why I don't get buses anymore. Trains weren't so bad as long as you booked the seats.
Did you used to get a train to work?
No.
No? No. What are you bringing trains into it for then?
Commute.
Oh. I used to find that taking the helicopter commuting was actually the best way to do it. No, I think taxis are often the ultimate way
Yeah.
of...
If I want to get somewhere quickly, late for work, whatnot, yeah, I'll get a taxi. Yeah.
It's just a far easier method. The taxi driver, 9 times out of 10, will know if you don't want to talk to him because you don't sit in the front.
Yeah. Sit in the back, little quick chat, hi.
Where are you going?
Yeah, where are you going? Yeah, most of the time you could just play on your phone or just look out the window.
And they'll be like, oh, traffic's horrendous today. Yeah, right, mate. And then you just come on.
Yeah, close answers, and and they won't bother you again. And the only thing they're after is just the fare at the end. As long as you pay that,
they get paid.
Yeah.
You feel like you got something worthwhile because you haven't had to communicate with anybody else in that time period. You haven't got someone stinking of piss sitting next to you on the bus.
Yeah.
So that I think a taxi is the ultimate transport method. But I actually find in many sectors communication is annoying for me. I'm going to go with getting your hair cut is one that I absolutely hate.
Yeah.
I will go and get my hair cut very seldomly throughout the year because I hate the thought of going into a hairdresser's and having to engage in banter with my hairdresser. Yeah. I think I'm paying you X amount of pounds to cut my hair and to shut up.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me.
I become very lucky. My other half's friend's barber, he cuts my hair. We can actually talk about things, It's not awkward. Talk about things. When he's concentrating, I'll shut up and he'll just cut my hair, So it's just, but he's moving away soon, unfortunately, to another country. So I have to go back to the awkward conversations between, the barber and yourself. And I hate it. Really do. It's, oh, sunny today. Yeah. I can fucking see that. Fucking hell. Is that really what you're going to say to me? Just cut my fucking hair.
Yeah. Did you catch the game at the weekend? No.
Yeah. Oh, when people talk football to me, I was just shrug my shoulders. Don't know. You're not into football? No.
And they say, "What are you into?" Oh, for God's, don't ask me these questions because I don't really want you to know anything about me.
GBH in them, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, you're already running your fingers through my hair and shit. And I feel that you're already moving past the level that you should do without really knowing who I am.
Yeah.
Alright? Yeah, but don't get prostitutes asking you stuff about yourself, do they? So what do you do for a living? Shut up and suck it. Alright? Don't. Right, get you...
Fuck me then, fuck off.
No bullshit. Absolutely. So certain trades I can agree with silence and discretion.
Yeah.
The thing is, so yeah, you have hairdressers.
But the thing is, I don't know where their customer service is. I understand being friendly, but they don't really have to make conversation in order to get paid. They're cutting your hair, you're getting paid either way.
Yeah.
I better make conversation just so he can pay me in the end. Yeah.
I find that the more they chatter to you, the more I'm looking in the mirror. I'm thinking, are you cutting this right?
Yeah.
You concentrating on cutting this?
Concentrating.
Because if I find that there's uneven cuts here, I'm not going to be a happy bunny. And you always find them when you get home, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Your hair looks pristine when you leave the hairdressers. The next day, and you
shower.
Yeah, put some product in. You're like, this isn't right. This isn't how it looked yesterday. look bang tidy yesterday. Now it's looking awful. God, I paid £10 for that to look like a prick.
So what he's basically saying is that we're just bastards that don't want to communicate with anybody.
I would live my own personal island.
Yeah.
And then...
Here we are with a podcast.
Talking to people.
But we're not getting it back, so,
Well, weren't we trying to encourage people to socially interact with us?
I don't know if you agree with that.
Yeah,
I want people to, I want a bit of rapport on this. I want people's views. I want to talk about what they're thinking, sort of thing,
No, I'm quite happy with that because you're the master of that. Not you personally are the master of that.
Oh, I was going to say.
Us, as MIC Films, are the master of that. We can pick and choose what we're going to answer, what we're going to cover, and things like that.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that. With sort of the.
Yeah, have you had many messages? I mean, you mentioned Raphael.
Yeah, I've had a few bits of communication
Yeah,
from
I've been
various
getting
people.
the odd private message now and again.
PM.
Yeah.
PM you.
Yeah, oh, your podcast's so good. Oh, shut up. Just like it. Leave me out of it.
You're brilliant. Your voices sound so fit.
Oh,
flattery. Well, good. Well done.
yeah, I had a guy from work. I saw him. He was just, like, head in hands, looking a bit down. I was like, it's okay, mate. Doing the podcast tomorrow. You'll be able to watch it then. Face lit up. He was happy again. So, thank God for that. I thought it was over. I thought it was just 2 episodes and that was it. No, mate. We're bringing more stuff. We're doing this for you. That's for the fans.
Run of 6 episodes. Noted in your diary. Okay, 1 every week. That's enough plugging done for that. Anyway, I tell you what, kids are another one that annoy the living hell out of me when I'm walking through town.
Yeah.
Because they don't really look where they're going.
They don't.
And they will happily run into you.
Yeah. They walk and run like there's nobody around.
They really do, don't they? They will just run into you, is what they'll do. That's the only time they stop.
Yeah. The thing is, you've got to be cautious, you've got to watch out, otherwise you've got like the bastard for kneeing some kid in the face and knocking them down.
Absolutely. The parents will usually be like, oh, watch where you're going.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, it's not watch where you're going. Get little Bobby or little Susie, say sorry to me.
Yeah.
Say sorry to the man that you've just put 2 minutes on his journey time because you knocked into him like a little prick. Alright? I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with it. In fact, save your apology because I'm not happy with that either. Rewind time, make sure it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Alright, I walk this strip quite a bit. So next time I come up here, I don't want your little kid running into me. So kids don't look where they're going.
Nope.
Kids will run into you. Loud noises, just general loud noises in town I hate as well.
Yeah.
I hate when you've got a Saturday in the town centre, you've got buskers with their stupid guitar playing their little tunes, singing out a tune, and then they're expected to get paid for it. That annoys me.
I hate it in my street. I hate horrible little scramble bikes that...
Oh, God! Yeah. And that seems to be all the fashion this year, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Have you noticed in previous years, you don't hear those like annoying droney scooters, scramble bikes with these cans on the back that make this absolute like ear-shattering sound when a couple has a and you're like, what is that?
Yeah, I hate it.
What is that? I'm thinking that suddenly genetically modified products are a thing, and that now it was the vision of the 90s that we're going to have giant wasps and shit flying about. I'm like, fuck is it? Where is it? I'm looking out the door, I'm going to have to shut all the windows. No, it's some chav gone past this little scooter.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Obviously, I put my little one to bed, like finally she's asleep, I can relax. Yeah, straight past the window, I wish I just put like a wire right outside, just so I can just take him out, you know?
No, I'm totally with you, and I'm glad you mentioned that because it winds me up, and the guys at work sort of have a little laugh at it every time one goes past, because my sort of head goes into my shoulders and I'm just looking like sternly out the window at these wankers who think they're the coolest thing on the planet with their stupid little lawnmower engine. It's not big, it's not clever, it's animal.
It's animal.
It's animal. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
And I'm sick of it. But also loud noises like car horns irritate the shit out of me. When you're walking across the road and all of a sudden someone's slamming on a beep, beep, beep on their horn because someone's cut into their lane or something stupid like that. Shut up, prick. Alright? And also stop hammering your horn with your big ham hands. Shit. Wearing your Ginster's green top. I don't know what that signifies. But I've noticed that it seems to also tie in with stupidity. But I'm not sure what it is. Ginster's pasties. Sponsorship.
Big fan of pasties, maybe.
Quite possibly. Pasty hands pressing the horn, eating a pasty, and then it slipped on the horn. Oh shit, I didn't even mean that. Didn't even mean that. No, you're alright, mate, don't worry about it. And you kid on the scooter. So car horns make me jump out of my skin because it's the decibel of it just goes straight through my ears. I'm like, oh god, I hate that. And I look like an A-class pricks. I've jumped, and I think, oh, someone's seen that probably, and they're probably laughing. I'm loving it.
There's a time and place for certain noises. Local areas where you live is not one of them.
Well, any time I'm in an area.
Or you're in an area,
Yeah.
basically. Anywhere near Forbes, you shouldn't be there with your noise.
You probably shouldn't be there full stop, I think. It'll probably help me out.
Maybe for the next episode we could do some kind of like diary. What's Forbes going to be doing each day for the week, and people can not go there. You know, avoid these areas, sort of things.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a bit like Pokemon Go. Obviously, it's the opposite effect of this. That rather than tracking Pokemon down for your GPS, I'll be on your GPS system, and that's the areas you don't go.
Forbes is around that area. Avoid it.
Oh shit! All right, grumpy twat. I am I'm an all year round Scrooge.
Yeah.
I'm so miserable and grumpy, and I've got.
Well, I think I was a happy child until I met you, until it like quite rubbed off onto me, and now I just kind of hate everything too.
All right,
Maybe
Michael. This isn't the bloody psychiatrist sofa.
Well, you accepted it. I thought, brilliant, he's accepting it. Now I can bring it into the... No?
It's funny, because I think it's the other way around, really.
What, you
A
think?
lot of people would say, pre-10 years old, that I was a really happy child and stuff. You come along, and then all of a sudden I'm dark as the night. I think that's you.
Oh.
It's definitely your influence on things. You're like that sort of dark, handsome loner that sort of turned up at High Park. That's what it was. And the rest was history. Almost 20 years. 20 years.
Almost 20 years. We've got to do something special for that.
What, 20th anniversary?
Yeah.
Get a cake commissioned.
Yeah, sure.
Podcast episode.
Yeah.
Probably end up being that, I should imagine. That'll probably be season 3.
Yeah, that's probably a whole year away.
Yeah. That's it. Heard it here first. A 3rd season. Not even
Well,
the second
we
one.
need more likes. We need to know that this is what people want. If people want this, we'll carry on doing it.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, we'll keep our conversation to ourselves.
That's Michael's point of view. Actually, my point of view is even if you don't like it, I'm going to carry on doing it. So there's no choice in the matter, really.
Okay.
That's how it goes. I'm not the master of my own destiny, but I would say that I have a good hand in deciding what's what. That's how it goes. I tell you what, when you were a kid, did you ever think that the world was a bit like the concept of the Truman Show?
I know you have.
Yeah.
Which, made me second guess things, really.
Do you know that it's actually a syndrome called Truman syndrome?
Yeah. It is, yeah.
Thinking that your life is all played out
Yeah.
as a TV show, as some sort of speculated drama, which I'm not sure. I think there is something. I do. I don't necessarily believe now that it all is a TV show, because I think I went through a long period of time thinking that where I was actually quite a lucky person. I had quite a lot of luck, which didn't necessarily continue in sort of recent years. I haven't been really unlucky or anything like that, but certainly my luck has changed somewhat. So I no longer really think that it is like sort of a TV show where you are just lucky sevens all the time. But I do think that maybe things are premeditated for you. People are going to walk into me in the street because that's just what's going to happen. So I can't avoid that.
It's in the script.
It's in the script. Okay. Extra B. In you come. In 5, 4, 3, and in. Walk into him. That's it.
Oh, for fuck.
That's it. And that's my reaction to everything. Oh, for fuck.
Yeah.
Irritates me. Nothing irritates me more than when I'm commuting with my iPhone. Now, I've gone from having an iPhone 6, which I dropped on the floor and the screen cracked, to having gone back to an iPhone SE, the smaller screen now. Less screen for me to break. So when I'm walking and texting, is that not near impossible in this modern day? Do you remember back in the day when you had an old Nokia?
Yeah.
It was really easy
buttons and stuff,
to walk and text. Now, on an iPhone, it's almost impossible. It's spelling out words I didn't write. I didn't write that. I didn't write that. And sometimes it's ridiculous words that it writes. Have you ever had that?
Lots of times, yeah.
When you write haha and it puts gaga, you're like, yeah, because I write gaga all the time, don't
And the
I?
most famous one, ducking.
Yeah.
I don't mean ducking.
I've had, you can duck off. What? What the hell? This isn't airline movie censorship here. What the duck's going on here? Just irritates me. It just winds me up.
Do you think Apple's against swearing, maybe?
Well, they let you put cunt. quite successfully, and I've put that to the test many a time.
Which is apparently the most offensive word in the dictionary.
Yeah, well, for now it is. I'd say probably within the next 20, 30 years it'll be a lax word. We might even invent a new word. Perhaps it'll be a derogatory term like swag fag, which has just recently become a thing, hasn't it?
And what's swag fag?
Swag fag is... I got explained this a couple of years ago. It's, those guys that you see going around with like the sort of sweeped, almost pompadour style hair. It's all shaved at the sides and it's all sweeping. It's pristine with product. They spent an hour like getting this done in the mirror, and where the sort of jeans where they're
too short.
Yeah, they're too short. Yeah, like that, and they're wearing like designer pair of trainers. And basically, immaculately turned out.
Those little boat shoes, and they don't wear socks.
Little boat shoes and no socks. That is exactly the definition of swag fag.
Yeah, they're the new male equivalent to a slag, really. All tanned up.
Yeah.
They wear the low cut t-shirt.
Yeah.
With all their chest hair hanging out.
It's funny you should say that.
Is that like just a man cleavage?
Yeah. A couple of years ago, I bought a couple of tops online. That came and they were exactly like that. They were this pitiful thin material, with this massive swooping V in the front.
Yeah,
and I think they were probably for somebody more well built than me at the time. Yeah, you're supposed to have more of traps and packs.
Yeah, more of those bodybuilders. Necks so big. Yeah, they need a fucking
that it stretches it. Yeah. Now I wasn't. I was the equivalent of some sort of like A-cup girl in a bra. Do you know what I mean? I was like, oh fuck. And every time I was bending over, my hairy chest was just like sort of sticking out of it, and it just was not a good look. And I ended up using those tops for pajama tops in the end, and eventually in their later life they became dusters. They never saw some outside action. They never saw it. There's only 2 pairs of eyes that ever saw those, and I'm thankful.
I do wonder of people's fashion. Do they never look into them and go, "What the fuck am I doing? What's this?"
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think nowadays a lot of things do wash. I think the only fashion now that doesn't wash, that never did, was people that wear those black tops with the flames on.
Yeah, the black shirts. Yeah, they go on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, that special effects.
That look from when you're 16 years old in the early 2000s, and you're your own independent sister now. You can go around wearing a top that you've bought yourself, and it's always one of those. Yeah, it's always that top you buy first, isn't it?
Yeah, the bright blue jeans and the black shirt with a flame.
Yeah,
great.
Always those. Always those. So
we should bring that back.
Come full circle. Fashion always does, doesn't it?
Yeah,
always does. With a Velcro wallet. I used to rock a Velcro wallet for the first couple of years of my retailing career, until I did decide to actually bite the bullet and buy my grown-up one. My grown-up wallet.
Yeah, grown-up wallet.
Little grown-up wallet. So yeah, there's that. Moving to sort of summarise our commuting woes. How do you feel the future commuting is going to work? Bearing in mind that there are more people being born every day, 7 billion people on the planet at this moment in time.
But somebody dies every day.
Are we getting more people that are born than die, though?
I don't know.
I think we're actually getting
more people. Yeah,
we're getting top heavy now, aren't we? We're getting more people that are living to a grand ripe old age. I personally am not happy with this. Not in the sense that people are living to 80, 90, 100 years old. I'm not happy with this because when I'm old, I want to be like 150 or 160 before I die.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with that.
But you've got to be old for a long time. I mean, when you hit 70s, 80s, you'll be an old man. So even if you do live to 150, you'll be an old man throughout that period.
Yeah, but I want to be
fed up with it? Wouldn't be like...
I don't want to be old man, I want to be the oldest man.
The oldest man.
Yeah. So it's the bookend, the be all and end all.
But what about your condition? Can you remember anything? Can you do things? Do people have to look after you constantly?
Well, no, because as we covered in previous episodes, everything will be automated. It'll be robots.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I'll be integrated into machine. I'll be like Johnny Mnemonic.
You're not talking about this robot hand that you've always wanted.
Robot hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've kind of always wanted a robot hand.
What would you do with it?
What would I what would I do with it?
Yeah.
Well, I'd just
Would
crush
it just be a normal hand? Was it for crushing?
I'd crush apples with it. Because they're satisfying, aren't they? Crushing an apple. Do you not think?
I don't really...
You can't really do it properly with a human. You can't do it justice with a human hand. I'm sure there are people out there, strong brutes, that can crush an apple.
Crush this apple.
Crush that.
It's waste of food.
An apple.
There's people dying in the world.
Yeah, but don't forget all the wasps and ants that feed on it once
True.
it drops to the ground.
True.
And whoever crushed the apple with their human hand is pestered all day by wasps. So that's their comeuppance. I love that, comeuppance.
So you would get a robot hand to crush apples.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you not think that's good?
Yeah. If that's what you want, yeah, food boots.
What would you have with a robot hand? What would you do?
What's the reason why have I got a robot hand?
Because your previous hand was peppered.
Peppered.
Yeah, stopped working properly. Wasn't doing what it should do.
Well, yeah. If I don't have a hand anymore, yeah, I'd get a rubber hand.
Just a hand, not an arm.
If I got missing arm as well,
Yeah.
I'm falling apart. Yeah, if I need the whole robot arm and hand, yeah, I'll be. Glad
No,
to get
not
one.
onto the shoulder. You don't need all that. You're not like Adam Jensen.
Do you
in
know
Deus
what's going to
Ex.
happen to me? Something I don't know about.
Imagine if it was just from the elbow down.
Okay, but yeah, robot hand. Maybe the one from Biking Miles from Mars. Yeah, he's got that little gun that pops out.
Yeah, all right. What are you going to do with it?
Shoot apples.
Shoot apples?
You're crushing apples. I might as well shoot them. Okay.
What are you, William Tell of the future? Shooting apples. Love. You could do magic tricks though, couldn't you?
With a robot hand.
Yeah, because you're so precise. You could get the apple. Yeah, that game where they have the apple on someone's head.
Yeah.
William Tell again. And then you could shoot it.
Yeah.
Less William Tell, more Paul Daniels. He could have done with some robotic parts before he went, couldn't he?
Oh, shame.
Never mind. R.I.P. PD. R.I.P. D.
Oh, the big P.
A big P.
Big D.
Yeah. Wow. Speculation. You've probably been closer to him than I have. Anyway, well, I think that's probably summed up another episode, isn't it?
Yeah. So we've actually moaned about people this time.
Yeah. I feel that we had a lot more mileage to moan about people, so there might be a sequel to this episode at some point.
But the thing is, if people don't know, they're not going to learn.
They need to know these things.
They need to know these. They need to know to move out of the way. At least say thanks.
Say thank you for
Oh,
me.
thanks, Mike. Oh, he always moves out of the way, people. Yeah, well, that's what I do.
You're like Mike from MIC Films, aren't you? If anything, it might encourage people to walk closer to your space now.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We're just going to be...
I could probably live with that, actually. If people are walking into my space because they want to talk to me about the podcast I'm making, I'd actually find that quite humbling.
Yeah.
In any other circumstance, leave me alone. Right, okay, well, I think that pretty much sums things up. I've been Forbes Longdon for this episode.
I've been Michael Langenbeer for every episode.
Brilliant. Catch you next time.
Bye.